There is new outrage now over a video showing federal employees bragging about the money they spend by the federal government. It is your money. Watch here.
A brand new computer and underground parking and a corner office with a scene. I'd have a road show like Beasley.
The video actually mocks the lack of oversight over the spending that is conducted. General Services Administration, known as the GSA, already in big trouble for spending nearly $1 million at an event in Las Vegas back in 2010. And Republican Congressman Jeff Denham out of California is hot about this. And sir, good morning to you and welcome to America's Newsroom. You say this government's using taxpayer dollars as a slush fund. Explain that.
It is a slush fund, and it's an outrage. I mean, people across the nation should be outraged at this. It's over $1 million that they've had this lavish party. They've given out gifts to employees. And now recently we just found out that the director of the region got a bonus. He wasn't supposed to get a bonus. They had denied him the bonus. And then the director came in and said, yeah, you're going to get a 10% plus bonus this year. So
is this why Americans have such a hard time trusting government? Because what it begs the question as to whether or not how much more of this is being spent that we don't know just yet.
Absolutely. The fact that they're bragging about not having an investigation, and then we have an investigation and find this out, there's this kind of waste out there. But it's even more amazing that they're actually out there bragging about it. It's got to stop. The Obama administration has let this go on for too long. This was back in 2010 that this came out. This is one region. There are 11 regions just in this one area for GSA. And this money should be going to redevelop our buildings, sell off some of the wasted buildings that we're not using right now, these vacant buildings that we're trying to liquidate across the nation.
Well, a couple of people have been fired, a couple of people resigned too. Here's what the GSA said in a statement. On screen now, this video is another example of the complete lack of judgment exhibited during the 2010 Western Regions Conference. That was in Vegas, as I mentioned. Our agency continues to be appalled by this indefensible behavior, and we are taking every step possible to ensure that nothing like this ever happens again. Remember 2008 when everybody was railing against these conferences? Well, this was 2010, only 2 years later, and we were still really in the depths of a tough economic time. And to you and all the folks in Washington, you're going to investigate this, but what can you uncover and what can you stop in the future?
Well, I'm not convinced that they have changed their ways. I mean, again, this started in 2010 from this investigation. They've had 2 years to clean this up. So they knew that this happened. They knew that these people could have been fired 2 years ago, and yet they've let it go on. So I want to see greater transparency. I mean, again, this is one region. There are 11 regions just in GSA, but there are many other agencies that spend money like this, and we've got to make it stop.
Well, you're precisely
right. Now we've got huge
unemployment.
In my area, we're double the national average.
And that's what leads
people
to
are
the
hurting.
next...
People want their potholes fixed, and to have this kind of spending going on, I think taxpayers across the nation should be outraged and should voice their opinion.
I hope you still have the connection here, and if I do, I'll just ask you one more question. $6,000 on commemorative coins? It's just tone deaf, is it not?
It is. And I do find it somewhat comical that the coins were on the stimulus package.
That is ironic. Jeff Denham, thank you, Republican out of California. Have a good weekend, if you can. All right. Martha, what's next?
Well,